how can you not have expectations from the people you love? Now, if I spend the whole day cooking, I would want Puneet to compliment my cooking. True. I always say when somebody comes to me and says, I've been married for 35 years and for 35 years I haven't got dash. I always say, the fact that you were expecting it for 35 years tells me that, wow, you really have hope in life. So it's better that once you know, okay, something you waited for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, by 35 years you waited for it, correct? So I think for us also to realize what is the other person capable of giving. How to handle disappointments. Fabulous. So one of the things I believe is, a lot of people, you'll hear them say this, that then don't have expectations. And I always say, how can you not have expectations from the people you love? Now, if I spend the whole day cooking, I would want Puneet to compliment my cooking. True? So getting disappointed is a part of life. A lot of us, what we do is when we get disappointed, we shut down and we say, "Fir maine karna hi nahi hai." And that's one of the mistakes, because things that used to give us joy, we've stopped doing, and then we are wondering why we don't feel happy, why we don't feel joyful. So going back to your question, how to handle disappointments, you have to have a conversation with yourself to remind yourself that this was an expectation you had. Have you even told the other person? Are they even capable of delivering to your expectation? Only then, the more you communicate your disappointment, the more the chances are the other person now knows and may start behaving differently. Let's say they choose not to behave differently. That's when you have to learn to change your expectations. So my husband may not have told me to cook. I cooked because I wanted to cook for him. He didn't have the time to appreciate. Now it's up to me, my choice, whether I want to cook again or not. If I was cooking for a compliment and I'm not going to get it, then I'd rather just order Deliveroo, or Deliveroo is from London, what is it called here, Swiggy, and feed him the food, right? So you have to start to see that how are you going to manage that disappointment, so that next time around you either choose to do it without the same expectation, or you decide not to do it, which is also totally okay. But what I don't want you to become is a victim. You know what a lot of, especially us women, tend to do? We continue to be keeping the same behavior, but we go into victim mode or in complaint mode, where we start to go, ye to kabhi appreciate hi nahi karte, ye to kabhi, compliment hi nahi karte, ye to kabhi, and we start to go and thinking that all of that venting will someday change him. Absolutely not. If there are no consequences to face, nobody is changing. Okay, so set consequences. If that thing is important to that other person, he will do it because he doesn't want to face the consequences. But if it is not important to him, then, so learning to manage your disappointments by looking at, okay, this is what I did. He never asked, or he asked. If he asks, that means he wants it, which means if he wants it, this is what I will need in return. This will be my compensation. Okay, so then there is a communication around what is going to be the compensation. The compensation can be a compliment, the compensation can be a gift, the compensation can be quality time, the compensation can be, words of appreciation, the compensation can be something that you want from him. So many things can be a compensation, but create compensation so that, next time at least it should not happen again and again and again. And sometimes it's just about deep acceptance, okay? Knowing that this person is not capable of what it is that you want. Why? I always say when somebody comes to me and says, I've been married for 35 years and for 35 years I haven't got dash. I always say, the fact that you were expecting it for 35 years tells me that, wow, you really have hope in life. So it's better that once you know, okay, something you waited for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, by 35 years you waited for it, correct? So I think for us also to realize what is the other person capable of giving. I know what Puneet is capable of giving me. I know what Puneet is not capable of giving me anymore. If I keep on harping about what he can't give me, I'm going to just make our relationship so toxic. Why would I do that? Why not leave those things and look for what he can give me? This is something my mom used to teach me. She said, Puja, please don't keep complaining about what you can't get. Start to look at what you can get and focus your energy there. Get grateful about that. For all you know, your gratitude here may drive you to getting it there. So I want you to look at all of this of there's not one solution, but so many solutions in everything that I've said. Look for which is the right one for you. Okay? Being disappointed once, no problem. Being disappointed twice, you need to ask yourself, why did I not reset my expectations or communicate better? One of the two has to happen. Either you need to reset your expectations or you need to communicate better. Yes?